eating rose hips. So today, we're having a family adventure. Got my cool clothes on. You know, like my hippie type clothes, I guess, right? This is my hoodie that I got in Mexico in like 1980, 90, somewhere around there, 1990. But what we're really doing, besides having a family adventure, is we're looking around, and I watch for things when I'm driving, and we're looking for chaga. So does anyone know what chaga is? Most people do, and if you're watching for it, you probably do. But that's a wart type growth that grows on birch trees, and you can cut it off, and you can boil it up and grind it up and make healthy stuff and cure cancer and all kinds of things, apparently. Anyway, I think we know where there is one, because I watch for these types of things when I'm driving.
Those are supposed to be rare, right?
And they're rare, yeah, they're really hard to find. Unless you're watching for things like this. Oh my. Well, I don't know if it's chaga or if it's just a burl. I'm not quite sure. It looks a little more like a burl, actually. I'm not sure. That's the first one I've seen on the road anyway. I spotted a whole bunch of others. So we'll look at this a little further, maybe cut it off, bring it home, but we're going to go for some more. High bush cranberries. But what we're really searching for here today is chaga, which is the wart growth thing on birch trees. It's really healthy and good for you. Cranberries are tart, the high bush ones are. Anyway, we stopped and we've been watching. We're on our way to where I think there is some. But we found some on this tree here. And as we know, it actually kills the tree, and it has killed this one. So since I can't reach it, I have my...
Sorry?
I have my handy duty saw, so we'll cut this dead tree down so we can salvage the chaga and take it on our way. So, yeah, success, because we found some. You could... You know what they call the tops of those? Widowmakers.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say that.
When that pulls down the other piece like that.
Yeah, it's a dead tree. Are you recording here? Where are you?
Yep.
Okay. So this is it. Now, so that's the stuff, eh? Normally, you cut like 2/3 of it off and leave a third on, because then it'll keep growing. But once it's killed the tree, which it does, then no sense in leaving any here. So I don't know if we'll cut it off. Like if it cuts off easy, or if we
Just cut the log, yeah. Awesome.
Who was looking this up the other day? If you want to buy this stuff, it's like $100 a pound or something.
Maybe, yeah, something like that. Lots of health properties, high antioxidants.
Yeah. Why don't you go get me my axe? Look at that stuff there, yeah.
There
Take pictures or video, or what are you doing?
Whatever you want me to do.
What do you mean?
I was videoing at the moment.
You're still videoing.
Look at that bug. He's like, hey, my home, my home.
Aww.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, gross.
What's that?
That's a grub.
It's a mom and dad with babies.
You gonna squish it?
Oh, just destroy their home. For our own nefarious purposes.
There's another grub there, see?
Mm-hmm.
Ew. Eat it.
Tastes like chicken.
Oh, that sucks.
Interesting, huh?
Right?
Uh-huh. Cool, huh? Anyway, we should have a container and put it all in there.
How's it taste?
How about
You're
this?
supposed to eat it.
Tastes like
Eat raw.
dirt. I don't know. It tastes very good.
You're supposed to eat it raw or
Oh.
don't die.
Well, it tastes like sucking on an old dry tea bag, maybe.
Nice.
Yeah. So, did you notice whenever I start making a video, I always say, so? That's how I start talking. It's terrible. Anyway, here's another. This is a piece of chaga we believe, and then directly behind, 20 feet away, there's another chunk. So we'll just go over there. Anyway, so this looks to me like there's some here too. I don't know if we want to be chopping or if we should get our handsaw and cut this out, but we'll try. Chopping out.
Oh.
It's a good way to lose a bunch of it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Comes off easy. Where's your sister with the bag? I'm going to do a little research because where's the chaga end? Is this also the good stuff or not? I don't know. There's sure lots of it. So we'll let some more now.
Okay, it's going.
We'll see if this stuff will come off. How does it work? I don't know. 'Cause it's funny, it does come off pretty easy. I'm feeling healthier already, I guess. You could zoom out a tiny bit. I mean, you could back up and zoom in, as opposed to be 3 inches away. But interesting, huh? Now, I've heard everyone say that this kills the tree, right? So, if you want to keep collecting chaga, you should leave a third of it on. But if you're never going to come back, it's going to kill the tree. So, what point? Anyway, so what we'll do now...
But this could become an
annual trip, yeah. But next year I'm dying of cancer because chaga doesn't work. Hope not. Anyway, so we'll pause it, and then when we go back to the vehicle, we'll make a loop because we're actually not where we're going yet. A little more. Raining now on us, huh? This is a smaller tree, it was just falling over.
Already dead.
Need a bag? Okay. Not very much in this one, but... Gonna rain on us all afternoon, or what's gonna happen? Can you take torture?
Oh, yes, I hope so.
Oh yes, I hope so. Good. Okay, pause it, I guess. Now if my saw will start.
Oh, there we go. Oh, is it going to knock down those trees?
Just hung up on this one, huh?
Yeah. We're all hung up there.
Pinch my saw.
Oh dear.
I can saw it down, but see if I can chop it. So, let that be a lesson to you. Don't pinch your friggin' saw getting too cocky. So what I did was I cut in. I was going to cut a notch and cut from the back, but I went in far enough that the tree leaned and pinched my saw blade. So
To finish it off with an axe.
got too greedy. But funny enough, both of these are dead. There's several. You wonder what kills them off. Birch are funny that way. Now where's our chaga that was on this tree? Buried somewhere here?
Well, I saw it as it went down.
On the bottom or the side?
I'm not
Right
sure.
here.
There we go.
So was it worth it? I don't know. I guess if the tree's dead anyway, might as well salvage something from it, because, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny that it kills them off, though. Anyway, there's another. We still haven't made it to where I wanted to go. How you like this? This is like the hunter pose, right? If I just got my quarry, got my gun, got my deer, kind of a thing. So I kind of was going to maybe feel a little bit guilty about cutting down this tree, because I thought, you know, it's just up there, I can't reach it, but I want the chaga. But look at what this is. So it was just leaning over there, and look at how much rot is in this. It's got this much alive, and all the rest is just all rotten. So the tree still had some branches, but only for maybe one more season it would have blown down anyway. So I don't have any guilt. But we found some more chaga. We've had lots, actually. Probably we've filled a cooler of it so far, probably like 8 liter cooler or 2 gallon cooler, something like that. Anyway, so we'll pry this apart. You can watch, I guess.
I want to print a picture.
And then we'll keep on going. You can see in the background, this area here is just about like maybe 100% birch. There's just birch everywhere. And I've seen a few, so we're just going to wander through as a group and watch for places where we can find some chaga. Okay, so I just cut this dead snag down, and it's what, about 15 feet? Here, you can, now it's still recording, right?
Yep.
So this one had 2 pieces of stuff growing on it. And it seems like we've seen several like this now. They just, whether it's killed the tree or other things have, there's certainly stuff growing here. Nice to have it in my face, huh? but there's quite a bit of stuff.
Yep.
It's interesting.
What's it supposed to cure again?
All kinds of things, I guess. It's supposed to be really healthy for you. I know people who claim that they've been cured from cancer from drinking it all the time. Antioxidants it's supposed to be full of. But isn't this interesting? A little curious of what the story is behind this. If it's all stained all the way down the tree, there's probably some kind of damage and it's running sap out and down. Like, that's probably what that is, huh?
But it's perfectly fine under.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's all draining down. I think we see some more over there, but we're going that way. But first we'll check out. But it seems like half of the ones we've seen are on dead trees or snags where the tree is, where there's chaga and it's broken off. So we'll just cut down the snag and there's the chaga. So there's some more we'll check out. Going again?
Yep.
So here's another dead snag with 2 more on it. So these are, you know, they're not huge, but they're not small either. Interesting. I've never ever done this before. Maybe I'm doing it wrong and everyone else is going to be like, that ain't chaga, but I don't see how it could be wrong.
Either way, it's fun.
That's kind of cool. It would be useless to be collecting stuff that has no value.
Like a treasure hunt. Did I put that one in my bag?
You can carry this. You recording?
Yep.
So this here, you see how you back up probably a little bit, but all the leaves are all back down. There's been a deer or something sleeping here. It's been bedded down. That's why all the leaves are all flat like that. There's something hanging here.
How big of a deer?
Not well, average. An elk would make a bigger bed down spot than that probably. Okay. You recording? Okay, so we just cut down this dead snag. You see it was broken here. But there was chaga on the end of where it broke, and then when it fell down, it snapped in half where the chaga was. So we took some off of there already. Do the rest of this here.
It's playing.
Another dead snag. As long as the cameraman doesn't fall over. So it was all rotten and it cut the tree down. It was rotten, but here we are, right?
More chaga. This is only like a minute later than the last one.
Yeah. Anyway, where's your bag?
Those liars.
Huh?
Those liars.
Who people say it's rare?
Yep.
Well, it probably is. It's not easy to find until you find it. We just have found lots, that's all. Maybe I should get into gold mining, huh? Okay. So now we have a whole bunch more right in front of me. And I'll turn the camera around and show you. Okay, so here's the tree right in front of me. It's 8 feet away. And here, you see we have a whole bunch growing right there. That's about 10, 12 feet in the air. But if you look straight, just gonna see if I can spot it in the camera. I think about right there, there's some. And then, oh, slow down on the video. Broken snag. There's some there on the top of that broken snag. And then there's some right there on that tree. That's what we can see from here. It's all over. Okay, well, we went chaga hunting, and we might have a little bit. There's some pretty big chunks of this stuff, that's for sure. But we didn't find it all, or we didn't stop when we ran out. Well, this was the tree that I crawled up, right? Isn't it?
I think it might have been.
I should have made a video of that. I climbed a tree like a bear and just chunked it up with an axe and cut the pieces down.
Yeah.
But what we've got here is quite a bit. I have no idea. I guess we could weigh it. So look, hey, you going?
Yep.
Anyway, so we're finished our hunting. We never ran out of what we were. There was still more. When we left, gave up on it, it's time to go home. There was at least 1, 2, 3, 5 or 6 more trees we could see chaga on both sides of the road. Some of it was probably that big around on a tree, fairly tall. And we thought, well, I don't want to cut that tree down. Maybe we'll come back another time with a ladder or some kind of way to crawl the trees. I climbed one tree like a bear all the way up and broke the chunks off with an axe, but that's hard on the legs.
Yeah, I was pretty tired after that.
But I looked cool. Of course, we didn't take a video because the camera was in my pocket. But anyway, yeah, we've got some pretty big chunks of chaga, so we're gonna be trying it out and seeing how to process it and what to do with it.
Maybe next time I get a cold.
Maybe you'll never get a cold again in your life. Okay, so thanks for checking in. We'll edit the whole thing and see what we can show off, and maybe we'll weigh it and see how many pounds we've got here. See you later.